Hi and welcome Aries, Rose Burnett here, Mind, Body, Soul Balance. This is your June 2021 Tarot forecast. Now it is a general reading, so it's trust yourself what resonates, leave what does not. If you're brand new to my channel, big welcome, awesome to have you here. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to make sure my videos come through to you in your feed. If you regularly follow me, you're rocking awesome. Love your support. Now, there are a couple of giveaways this month. So if you're waiting to find out who won the May ones, they're still coming out because I'm recording these before the end of May. So they will be announced on my channel. But for June, if you're brand new to my channel, you hit that subscribe button, or you're going to opt into my extended readings for the very first time. You're going to go into the draw to win the beautiful Sacred Powers Oracle deck. So I'll be drawing someone randomly and announcing at the end of the month on my YouTube channel. And for those that do follow me regularly, you're going to go into the draw to win the beautiful Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle. Got to say, it's one of my favorite decks. So I will be keeping my eye out for someone who has been following me for a while, very positive community member. So it might be you. Again, I'll announce it at the end of the month on my channel. And if you're wondering how to get hold of the extended versions of my readings, all you need to do is hit the join button on my channel, which is right next to the subscribe button, or the very first link in the video description box below. The extended readings are around 35-45 minutes long. They're deeply transformational, motivational, inspirational. We dive a lot deeper into your finances, career, life, purpose, anything coming towards you in that aspect. We also have every monthly one, including the June one, has a love forecast. We have a look at the relationship type that you're in, what your soulmate's thinking, feeling, what's going on in terms of relationship influences, attributes, in terms of love attributes. We also have a look at, in terms of your general energies, your chakra balance, as well as your connection to spirit, who you're connected to in the spirit realm, as well as your divine gifts and talents, higher guidance from spirit, and anything in terms of moving you through challenging times. So, as I mentioned, if you want to get hold of that, it's only $5.99 a month. You get both the extended version of the monthly and my mid-month readings in the VIP members area. Just hit that join button, invest in yourself, or the very first link in the description box below. My personal readings are also open. I also do distance Reiki energy healing packages. So if you want to learn more about that, the link is on here or down below. And stay connected with me on Instagram. Do a lot of daily motivation, inspiration over there. So come and say hi. All right, let's get started, Aries. So we're going to be diving straight into predictions. And we're going to be using the Angel Wisdom Tarot. And let's see what you need to know. Okay, you've got the Seven of Fire. Kind of interesting it's been the first card that's come out for you. It's very much about standing up for yourself. It can mean protecting yourself, but mostly standing up for what you believe in, following your own path. It's kind of avoiding like power struggles, but choosing your battles wisely if you need to. You've also got the Page of Earth. There's lots of books behind it. So it can represent you possibly studying something new or extending your skills in that aspect, putting in the hard work, making the effort. Okay, you've got the Nine of Air, and it's very much pretends to a bit of anxiousness, worry, going on, sleepless nights. Whenever that happens, it just means that we've got a lot of mental clutter going on, or we need to bring some balance into our life in terms of unwinding, de-stressing. Oh, this is beautiful. You got the Empress, yeah, very much about, she's very nurturing energy. It's very much about giving birth to your dreams, going after what it is you want, taking that leap of faith, believing in yourself. I'm going to say there's a message channeling through. Some of you have learned a brand new skill or a brand new career path. You're about to kick it off or thinking about kicking it off, and you're having some sleepless nights as to whether or not it's going to work out. Yeah, it's all in a row. And you've got the Six of Earth, which is very much whatever effort you put out, the abundance is going to be returned to you. For that effort. Yeah, it can also represent unexpected money coming in that's going to help you out with your debts, with anything you're working on right now. It's pretty much about give and take. And you've got the Two of Air. She's got the swords crossed in front of her chest, yeah. Again, kind of protecting yourself. Being unwilling or unable to make a decision, possibly a stalemate, pretending there isn't a problem, something you're not facing in your life, overthinking things. Kind of interesting, it's sitting directly under the Seven of Fire, which is about standing up for yourself. And you got the Page of Water. She's very reflective. There's a dolphin jumping out behind her, which can represent joy, happiness. Her cup's overflowing, so just watch you're not overly emotional at this time. It can certainly represent also tapping this water energy, tapping into your intuition, your psychic abilities, possibly brand new love coming towards you or in your life. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh my God, Aries. Have a look at the abundance going off here. So it's the One of Earth. Great big mansion in the background. Windfall of abundance coming your way. Possibly good news about something you've been worrying about, hoping it's going to come in terms of a very lucrative contract, opportunity, ability to purchase a new home, a new vehicle. Sitting directly under sleepless nights. So some of you expecting the worst, and Spirit's saying, when you follow your heart, put your energy into that, just be focused on that, the rewards are going to come to you, yeah? Some of them certainly unexpected. Okay, and you got the Seven of Air. Someone's running off with all the swords while your back's turned. Yeah, so worrying about that. It's possibly you've made an unwise choice. You may have put your trust and faith in someone. They've done something deceptive, manipulative. Yeah. Can certainly be creating the sleepless nights, possibly the need to protect yourself or not facing situations full on. And you've got the One of Fire, saying there's an amazing opportunity coming your way. Yeah, absolutely. Very much about what you're passionate about. Super interesting. It's like this wave happening, Aries. So there's going to be these ups and these downs and these ups and these downs in June. 1 minute you're going to be in your worst case scenario, and the minute you're just not expecting it, you're just going to have abundance drop in your lap or an opportunity drop in your lap, and then dipping again and then coming back up again. Yeah, it's super funny. It is. Yeah, I mean, that's life really, isn't it? It's never smooth. That's how you weather the storm. All right, let's have a look at some guidance from the Muse Tarot. All right, you got two here. Oh, here it is. Got the Nine of Air and the Nine of Voices, exactly the same message. Sleepless nights, worrying about things, keeping you up at night. God, help me. You've got the Seven of Air and the Seven of Voices. Someone running off with all the swords. Deception going on, making an unwise choice. Spirit says there is an opening, yeah, to get you, release yourself from that situation. It's come out double. So you're kind of on notice. It feels like you've already made this decision to trust someone and they've already run off with the swords. And you've got the Star card here. It's saying that even whatever challenges you're going through, there's going to be a renewed sense of hope and optimism coming back in, directly related to this windfall of abundance. Spirit's saying you need to bring yourself into this place of temperance and balance, versus worrying about worst case scenarios or just accepting things that possibly you just trusted someone you shouldn't have. And you got the Muse of Emotions. So Spirit's saying you need to come into this very beautiful, watery, balanced energy with your emotions. There's, you know, mirrored image there. They're very calm. But there's this beautiful sense of flowing emotions. Not a lot of turbulence going on. So Spirit's saying everything's going to be all right. I mean, it's directly related to whatever effort you make. Money's going to come back in. Opportunities coming back in. You got the Six of Voices, yeah? So there's an angel holding on to you here, representative of you. Overcoming a whole lot of very pointy challenges, about to take a leap of faith into the unknown, yeah? Going after your goals, your dreams. Let's just pull you some guidance on these sleepless nights, this worry going on. You got the Page of Inspiration. Spirit's saying your inspired ideas are going to get you out of whatever hole you're in right now. So trust them, yeah? Now let's have a look at the Seven of Voices, the sly fox. It's in your life right now, or coming in, has moved through. You've got two here. You got the Queen of Emotions. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. It's so beautiful. It just represents self-love, self-nurturing. Whatever's happened, right? Just dust yourself off, right? We all make mistakes. Dust yourself off. Just focus on you. Bring your sense of self-love, self-worth back up. And connect with your soul tribe, your friendships. It represents celebration with family, with friends. Connect in with them. All right, let's pull you some angel healing messages. You got transformation going on. Through the great love that holds you in its embrace, you are moment by moment transforming to an ever greater light, ever greater oneness, and ever greater wisdom. Beautiful personal growth going on. You've also got Sacred Source. We, your angels, are here to remind you of your magnificence. You are literally an angel in the making, a being of eternal love and light, forever one with the God or Goddess of all creation. So beautiful. It's reminding you of your worth. And think global. You're encouraged to spread your wings, to think outside the square. You're a citizen of the world. Expand your vision. Imagine the world within your heart. Embrace it. Surround it with love. Let it be, and so it shall be. Specifically talks to those of you that got some idea you want to give birth to, yeah, in terms of your dreams, your goals. All right, let's put you some guidance from the beautiful Divine Circus Oracle. Kind of super intrigued to see what's going to come out for you. All right, what is it Aries needs to know at this time? And you've pulled the crown of the butterfly Bambini. She's got the most beautiful butterfly on her head. So much passion and energy. She's a little dreamy, dare I say. All right, let's pull you up the guidance. It says, Aries, just as nature imbues the butterfly with an innate ability for radical transformation, so too do you have natural instincts within guiding you to grow in a dramatic, utterly life-changing way. Oh, dare I say, comes your transformation. Growth is your attainment. Do you shun what you have been or mistakes you've made? Oh, here we go. Or instead, do you wear your ability for transformation as a sacred crown of power? Transformation is an ability, an art, a sacred power. It requires an ability to go through the death of the old self, to be reborn again. The death might be an identity, a lifestyle, career, an inner sense of self that no longer seems enough to truly reflect who you are becoming. It requires both strength and flexibility, to be like bamboo, to bend without breaking. You have to be so strong in your sense of your essence that even as the form of your life, your body, your mind, your very soul goes through change, you recognize that underneath it all, there is a kernel of essential, eternal you that is always the same. That is your spiritual anchor within, a feeling of peaceful consistency, even whilst the rigors of life work their magic upon you, causing you to change and grow in other ways. The flexibility you possess will indicate the extent to which transformation is possible. Are you willing to let go of what you have known, who you've been, without judging it, except to understand that you're outgrowing your past and becoming your future in this very moment? This takes great courage, whilst flexibility of mind allows you to believe that there are other possibilities in this life beyond what you've already experienced. The strength gives you enough courage to bear the loss of the known and the terror of the unknown, perhaps even turning that terror into excitement for what may be. This oracle speaks of the spiritual ability in you to transform, and it is not a small change. It is a life-altering transformation where you will pass through a door and cannot go back. It is challenging, it is thrilling, it promises so much happiness, but there will be loss to grieve also. If you're in a transition through such transformational process, you will know how painful it can be at times. This oracle brings you confirmation that this will not be a failed transformation for you, but a true rebirth. You have what it takes. You can make this crazy improbable leap into a completely new consciousness. You are meant to do so. It might seem ridiculous, just like the improbable miracle of a caterpillar turning into a butterfly, but it is part of your destiny. This radical change of which you dream, or of which you feel swept up in without knowing what it is that's pulling you forward, is meant to be. Believe in your ability to transform, trust in what's happening. And don't dream small dreams, for you are capable of far more dramatic and colourful creations. Second message about that. You have within you the ability to become a creature so truly beautiful and free that you probably cannot even envision what that will look or feel like. All you can do is trust in the magnificence of what you are becoming, the expression of the transformational intelligence and power within you. Wow, Aries, you're on notice. There's a healing ritual here. It says to rest and relax. So you might like to just sit there with your eyes closed for a few minutes. It says when you're ready, just say this statement aloud. Just listen. Butterfly medicine, dreamer of impossible dreams, you teach me that no ending is ever as it seems. The end is the beginning of new life for me, so I can fulfill my divine destiny. Give me courage, understanding, and flexibility to embrace my transformational divinity. What I have been and who I'm yet to be are the creative manifestation of the one true me. I trust in the miracle of radical growth and the magic at work, helping me transform into the wildest, most beautiful creature I can be. Rest, relax. If you feel inspired to imagine, visualize, feel, or pretend you have butterfly wings and want to fly about your home for a few moments, then do so. If you're having more of a caterpillar day, then feel free to move along the floor like an inchworm. Eat something green like a garden salad, or simply rest for however long this feels good for you. You've finished your healing ritual. I've got to say, I think the butterfly sounds more like fun. And there's an affirmation here that says, it's safe for me to embrace who I am becoming, a creature so beautiful, wild, and free. Oh, how gorgeous, Aries. Big transformation happening. Quite a few dips and weaves in terms of energy coming through and circumstances you're going through, but a lot of blessings too if you embrace them. All right, those are your messages. Those of you watching the free version of this reading, if you liked it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And we are going into the extended next, so just remember, just hit the join button or the very first link in the video description box below if you want to get access to that. Those of you that are VIP members, you'll get notified on the community tab on my channel about your videos coming out. And so what are we going into? Oh, there's so much going on here. There's certainly this massive focus on giving birth to your dreams. Certainly transformation, big transformation going on. In fact, we'll put the butterfly bambini over here. Yeah. There's this beautiful, dare I say, windfall of abundance coming in. I mean, it's kind of reflected with this as well, but we'll put both of them there. Let's put both of them there. You're certainly traversing through challenges right now. There is a need for you to overcome this state of worry and anxiety going through, sleepless nights. And dare I say, we're going to focus on, but we do need to look at whoever's running off with all the swords and see what's coming out about that. Yeah. As well as whatever comes towards you in terms of love, we'll certainly dive into that. We're going into the love forecast next, your general energies and high guidance from spirit. So those of you leaving us right now, it's been awesome to have you here. Make sure to come back again. VIP members, those wanting the extended, hang around. We're going into love next. All right, Aries, so in terms of love, we're going to pull you a message from the Lovers Oracle. Let's see what you need to know. This side wants to come out. Oh, it's a beautiful piece, or the wings of an angel or a dove, yeah? Oh, here we go. It says, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. So, those of you need to open up to new love. Spirit saying, let go of the past. Yeah, let it go. All right, let's see what's coming towards you, Aries, in terms of love with the Romance Angel Oracle. Oh, wow. You've got engagement. Yeah, your love life's ascending to a high level of commitment. Can certainly speak to those of you in committed partnerships. It can speak to a love coming in that's going to be a committed one, yeah? There's definitely some forgiving and learning and releasing from the past to do. It's going to open you up to open up to new love. You've also got passion, yeah? Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. There's a magnetic attraction and chemistry going off here, if I can say that correctly. Three here that want to come out. Let's pull them out. You've got love yourself first. So there's a need to build up your sense of self-love, self-worth, so that you can attract a very balanced partnership to you. You've also got past life relationship here. So you've known each other before. There's a soulmate coming in or in your life. Couples, you've got the message to take some time out to retreat. They're also in wedding garb. So some of you may be planning a honeymoon, going on a honeymoon. It is engagement. So perhaps some of you, the question's going to be popped when you're traveling and you're away on a weekend. Just saying. That's channeling through. So dare I say, if your partner asks you to go on a weekend away, watch out for the ring coming. Just saying. You've also got the message to stay optimistic and positive about your love life. It's going to draw that romance to you. Directly related to singles who need to release the past and open up to new love. There's two here. Okay. For some of you, there's unrequited love, not enough chemistry and attraction to keep this going. So Spirit's saying just let that go. And it's safe here to love, to open up to love. So there's a lot here about building yourself up, Aries. There's two energies flowing out here. Under past life relationship, you've got true love. You've known each other before. It's a past life relationship, twin flame. Got a twin flame coming in. Some of you are with a twin flame right now and it's heading towards engagement. Some of you are single. You've gone through, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch these around because this is what we've got. We've got a past life relationship that is the true love here coming in. We've got a couple here, yeah? It's very passionate. And then we've got an unrequited love situation where Spirit's saying you just need to be very optimistic, love yourself. So two different energies, yeah? You need to build yourself up. Let's pull you some guidance from the Angel Answers Oracle. Darlings, you've got abundance. This is another message. Your abundance is coming through. Some of you that are getting engaged, that have got all this planning to do, Spirit saying the money's going to come to you for your wedding, yeah? But separate to that, it's another message. You've got a windfall of abundance coming in. Third message of that. You got the message to ask for help from others, directly related to attracting a past life twin flame in. Go into, I'm going to link it in here. Go into the guided meditation playlist on my channel. Those of you wanting to draw a twin flame to you, there's literally, I think, 3 guided meditations on there you can do to attract a twin flame to you. Go and do them. Put the vibration out to the universe. And Spirit's saying there's perfect timing going on in your love life right now. Particularly those of you in unrequited love situations where you're not really, or you haven't met the one yet. And you've also got the message, if you believe, which is very much about putting the positive vibrations out. It's directly related to building yourself up. It's talking to singles right now. If you expect a beautiful love to come into your life, it will. And Spirit's saying when you release, build up your sense of self-love, self-worth, forgive the past, forgive yourself. Big happy changes happening in your love life. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so what do we got here? We've got singles and we've got this beautiful couple here. So let's do the committed partnership, which is heading towards major commitment first. So this is things your soulmate may want you to know, thinking, feeling, going through right now. If it resonates more with you, then flip it to yourself. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Loving thoughts, loving nights. Oh, that's rather gorgeous. Oh, you've also got, I could do with a little bit more loving. So you may be focusing on yourself and they're just watching you adoringly from the sideline, being very supportive. And I have trouble expressing my feelings, but I do care. So they'd like a little bit more loving, but they're certainly not going to bring it up. So darlings, you might want to give your partner a bit more loving. Guy or girl, yeah? Beautiful energy coming through there. All right, singles. Let's see what you need to know, darlings. Those of you that need to build yourself up right now. You've got, I'm focusing on my career and myself right now. So you may be a little bit, put the blinders on to love. Putting all your energy into your career. Oh yeah, here we go. My smile hides the fact I'm lonely and would love a partner. Not going to happen 100% if you're focusing on your career, is it? No. Spirit's saying it's time to do a beauty makeover. Time to refresh your look, whether you're a guy or a girl. It can certainly mean changing up your wardrobe. All right, let's have a look at your relationship influences right now. First up, let's have a look at this beautiful couples thing that's going on here with more commitment. There's recovery going on. So one of you may be in health recovery. And a time of self-discovery. So a bit of exploring, trying new things. Can be you, can be them. And friends are really important. So connecting with your friends, either together, I kind of got the feeling together, to be honest with you. Or they may need to have some time with their friends. Take it either way. Kind of feels like together. All right, singles. I see. You got forgiveness again. That's your third message you need to release, Aries. The past. Some emotional healing that still needs to happen. No surprise, that's come out. And you're afraid of rejection. Oh, darlings, you need to build yourself up. That may have happened because there's unrequited love situations that have dented your ego a little bit, your pride a little bit. Dust it off. That person just wasn't meant for you. Why would you want them in your life? God, no. No. Deserves so much better. All right. Let's have a look at love attributes. So this could be the love language of your partner. Things that are important to them. Again, you might want to flip it. Okay, so there's a bit of a loner coming out here. So I'm going to say it can be either, because they have a little bit of trouble expressing their feelings, but they're very connected to you. So one may just seek their solitude a bit, their alone time. They're very easygoing, and this one wants to fly out. And they value trust in a relationship. All right, let's have a look at singles over here. Oh, unpredictable. So you may be a bit unpredictable, a little bit all over the place. Oh, you like your quiet time too. Isn't that interesting? It's coming out on both sides. And you're a high achiever. I mean, that's certainly coming out, the fact you're focusing on your career right now. Let's have a look at soulmate messages. It says, let us be the love we seek. Let us be the change we wish to see. Let us give freely to one another without condition, for it is in giving that we receive. So, unconditional love, yeah? And your spiritual awareness is growing, so too is your sexuality. Sensuality is heightened and it has a magical effect on the one you love. A sacred union is reborn. Love is the present moment. Definitely a soulmate connection there. And life is constantly changing, yet at its core it remains the same. Love does not change, it just grows stronger. Change is simply love unfolding in a never-ending story, which means that relationships don't stay the same. They either grow or they stay in a status quo, which is probably something that really doesn't excite either of you. I mean, ideally, you grow, yeah, in a relationship as you with each other. Life will always jump into that and change circumstances. Super interesting messages coming through. Couples are looking very good. Singles, a bit of healing to do, a bit of release. If the message has resonated with you, awesome. If you need more guidance on your specific situation, reach out for a personal reading. All right, next up, let's have a look at your general energies. All right, Aries, we're going into your general energies. I know I look a little bit different, right? We had a bit of a glitch with your video. So when I went to edit it yesterday, the audio in this part of the general readings is totally just gone. Oh, nothing like technology, right? So sometimes that happens and I think universe wants us to pull a bit of a different message. So I have gone through everything that we went through and we've got the same key messages that came through from your predictions in terms of the abundance coming towards you, giving birth to your dreams, opportunities coming towards you, new love offer. And there was also a bit around sleepless nights, a bit of worry, anxiety going on. So we do have those energies here in terms of following through on those. So let's dive into your general energies. So we're going to pull you a central energy from the Beautiful Journey of Love Oracle. And let's see what you need to know. You've pulled Riding the Cosmic Wave. She's kind of in a very surrendered pose, leaning backwards. Let's pull you out the guidance. It's kind of interesting. It's number 60, right? But whenever we have a 6 and a 0, the 0 amplifies. So 6s is about abundance and love. It says, Aries, you can be carried further by the cosmic wave than your own efforts. Where you're going cannot be attained by effort. The effort, the discipline prepares us for the leap. But after the leap, we're no longer sustained by our efforts, but by forces greater than us, the forces of love itself. You're stepping towards the edge, preparing to leap, and let the cosmic wave of love carry you forward. You shall be moved through grace into the new world awaiting you. So this oracle brings you a message. There is time to work hard and time to allow the fruits of one's labor to manifest, when one may be carried by forces set in motion by the energy of life itself. You can let go and move further, reach faster, with less effort. Now is the time to give yourself permission to stop paddling and instead ride the wave. Give in, let go, and be moved. And there's a poem here. It's so beautiful. It says, your spirit flies like the wind, warms like the sun, and watches like the sky. How wise the earth, waiting for the moment to be touched. Oh, so in tune with your reading, Aries, and all these beautiful new beginnings happening for you. Let's amp this up with some crystals. All right, so in terms of your general energies, we're going to have a look at 4 key areas of focus with the Sacred Destiny Oracle. Let's see what you need to know. I've got to say today, right, the energy has totally shifted. So we've had like literally a good 4 days of storms, and today the energy is just beautiful and tranquil and calm. Maybe you needed that. Oh, here we go. You got the message to take some quiet time out in this beautiful solitude, which always helps to rebalance your energies. Oh, darlings, 3rd confirmation, you got abundance coming in. You've got it sitting right here. Don't forget your windfall of abundance, the give and take of unexpected money coming to you. What else does Aries need to know? There's absolutely an opportunity coming through for you. I know that an amazing opportunity came through in terms of the messages or your predictions. And love. Oh, yeah, love came through as well. Love, love, love. Don't forget there's a new love offer there. Oh, yeah. All right, let's put some clarifiers with the energy oracle. First up, we're having a look at taking some quiet time in solitude. Super interesting. You've got action and solitude. So there needs to be a balance between doing and not doing, yeah? You also may find in solitude clarity about what you need to take action on. And you got your crown chakra, so Spirit's saying to get into your higher states of consciousness, out of any anxiety, worry. Your crown chakra is your connection to Spirit, your spiritual messages, your spiritual guidance, being in high vibration. You got yin and yang here, yeah, bringing yourself into a state of balance and wholeness. Number 22, take a leap of faith, letting go of the old. When you do that, you see you've got this attachment here, something holding yourself stuck. A bit of fear and worry has been coming up for you. In that quietness, you realize what you need to release from self. You've also got the angel of love that absolutely wants to touch your life. Some of you definitely need to release an old connection or something that didn't work in the past in terms of love. All right, let's have a look at abundance. What is it Aries needs to know? Oh, flipping out. There's 2 here. Again, you got the message, take some time for rest and rejuvenation. You need to allow the flow to happen, Aries. Clear message coming through. When you take that time for rest, you got 2 messages here in that quietness, that solitude. You're going to get into your high states of consciousness, yeah? You're going to open the flows to your abundance. You've got these beautiful caring connections in your life. Some of you got a gorgeous connection, yeah, in terms of love. Can certainly represent that part of your abundance is that you've got this connect. For those of you single as well, this connection is going to come in. But you have to be in a state of balance and wholeness because it's sitting under yin and yang. Right next to that, you got thinking man. Guys, being very balanced, rational, can certainly be a connection, a love interest. Let's have a look at opportunity. What is it Aries needs to know at this time? All right, there's a couple here. Wow. Third message to be in balance. Angel of balance. Directly related to taking action, your abundance, your opportunity coming in. You got your community here, so relying on your friendships, connecting with your friendships, spending some time with them. It's going to help you balance. And you got blossoming abundance, which is those things you're working on to create abundance in your life. Spirit saying there's a contract coming in. Directly related to an opportunity. Let's put some guidance just on this attachment. Any other guidance there? Okay. You got envy here. So there's a state of lack going on. Spirit saying you're on this journey of transformation. Some of you are absolutely traveling as well. It's just about letting go of states of lack. Worry, anxiety around that. Let's have a look at love. Spirit saying when it comes to love, you just need to rely on your strength. Trust the fact that love will be there, that there is gorgeous caring connections available to you. Some of you are in a beautiful connection. Oh, here it is. Here's the daughter of love opening, daughter of romance opening. Some of you are feeling a little bit tied up about opening that door. And you've also got your vitality here. So Any worry, anxiety can be affecting your vitality. You may be feeling a little bit tired. You need to focus on building that up. You got the temple path here, and lots of beautiful orbs of light, angels watching over you right now. Let's just have a look at this, the clarity on this feeling tied up and stuck. Any guidance for Aries? Yeah, you got the door to personal healing and happiness opening. You're going to overcome anything, Aries, yeah? There's so much support for you right now. All right, let's put you some guidance with the Goddess Guidance deck. Having a look at the top row about taking some quiet time out for self, knowing how to balance doing with resting. Getting in your higher states of consciousness. You got Freya, be bold, take risks, be daring, go after what it is you want. And also getting your bodies of water. It's going to really soothe and rejuvenate your energy. It's kind of interesting that he's kind of rowing a boat on a very still lake water there. So it can be so gorgeous. All right, let's have a look at your abundance, which includes this beautiful love connection. You need to rest. Your Ishal medicine woman. Some of you have energy healing powers if you want to tap into those. Energy healing may also be very beneficial for you at this time. You've also got Bridget, don't back down, stand up for yourself and do what you know is right, which is following your own path in relation to abundance and love. And you've also got Basta, independence, integral part of who you are, yeah? Part of your key strength. Let's have a look at this opportunity coming in. You got Irene, peace. Spirit saying stop worrying. Everything's working out beautifully. Everything's going to be fine. Whatever you're working on. You've also got Ishtar, boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to the demands of others on your time, your energy. So it's very much about looking after yourself, what you need to do right now, what's in your best interests. Because you got Una, easy does it. Yeah, need to take it easy. Everything's happening in divine timing. No need to force anything. Let's have a look at love, which includes the door to love opening, your door to personal healing and happiness. Spirit watching over you. Okay. You got Izal, undying love. Yeah, love you shared wasn't wasted, was received. Whenever this card comes out, you've also got attachment there related to love. Some of you absolutely need to release something, someone, an energy. I've got to say you're holding on to their energy, not the other way around. Whether it just be negative life experiences in terms of love, you've got to release it. The Spirit's saying you're a bit emotionally sensitive right now. Aries, just watch that. Take time out if you need to. Protect yourself from the negativity of others. Wow. You also got Dana, High Priestess. You've got ancient wisdom you can use in spiritual teaching. Certainly some divine gifts and talents coming out. Let's pull you some guidance with the crystal reading deck. Have a look at the top row around taking quiet time for self, knowing when to take action, when to rest, going after what it is you want. You got fire agate, creativity. So trusting your ideas, doing your creative things, focusing on those. And you got petrified wood, your ancestors absolutely watching over you right now. Let's have a look at your abundance, which includes beautiful love going on. This is flipping. You got agate, healthy body. Definitely a focus on your health and your well-being right now. And Spirit's saying you're going to shine. You got Ruby here. Everything's going to work out for you, Aries, is the message coming through. Let's have a look at your opportunity, being in balance, looking after yourself. You got deep tease, Mother Earth. So Spirit's saying get in your water if you can, or get your feet on Mother Earth to rejuvenate yourself, balance out. Yeah, because you've got Case Night, brand new beginnings happening in your life. All right, let's have a look at all the messages over here about love, your door to personal healing and happiness. You got Rose Quartz, your inner child. Some of you may need to do some inner child healing. The Spirit's saying have patience at this time, particularly with any things around your health. If you're having issues there, having patience with yourself about love. You got clear quartz purification. Some of you need to do a detox around your diet, your nutrition, your fitness, your mindset, your emotions. And again, you got peace coming out from a different deck, which means Spirit's saying not to worry, things are going to work out. On the bottom of the deck, you got divine protection over you again. All right, let's put some guidance with the messenger oracle. You got know your fears, which means face your fears, whatever's coming up for you. What's over holding you a little bit stuck, Spirit's saying it's just fear-based, which means you just got to change the way you're looking at it or drop the fear. Fear is always going to be there when we make changes, right? Because we're stepping into the unknown, and then suddenly it will become known and comfortable and familiar. You've also got Honor Gaia, which is looking after Mother Earth, Mother Nature, doing your part. And here it is again, let go of the old. Spirit saying brand new beginnings want to happen in your life. There's 2 here. Okay. You've got be without malice, which is over this side, which means it's actually directly related to undying love. So something that didn't work out, which means you being your best self. And to challenge your perception, the way you're looking at things, because Spirit's saying if you're in a negative state of mind, you've got so many blessings that want to come to you. All right, let's have a look at your chakra balance. I mean, so far we've got your crown chakra here, as well as your vitality, your solar plexus. You've got adventure. So doing things adventurous is part of your inner child, right? It's going to help light you up, get you out of your comfort zone. You got your root chakra here. So there's certainly a focus on your sense of stability, security, around your home, your finances, and crystals would be really good for you to work with right now. If you're feeling extra sensitive, you may want to use some protective crystals, particularly to wear a bracelet of some sort, dragon's blood jasper, red garnet, hematite, any of the protective crystals. Some really good ones for you to work with right now would be clear quartz or crackled quartz as well. If you want to build up your vitality, anything that's lemon calcite, honey calcite, citrine. All right, let's have a look at your spirit messages, which is who you're connected to in the spirit world, or your divine gifts and talents coming through. You got psychic abilities, so you can certainly tap into spirit. You can see things, foretell things. You got kinesiology. So that can be a divine gift and talent of yours if you want to look up and see what that means. There's a lot of stuff to do with energy and water related to kinesiology. And some of you are absolutely an ascended master. Confirmation of that. Oh, they're saying to pull one more. All right, we will. You're also a seer, so psychic and a seer. You can predict things before they happen, see things in the future, know it's coming. Trust in those messages coming through for you. All right, let's pull your crowning energy from the beautiful Sacred Rebels Oracle. What is it Aries needs to know at this time? Gorgeous. You've got come to life. She's kind of in black and white. She's painting herself with honey. She's got a little monkey holding the honey pot, a little raven on her shoulder. Let's pull you up the guidance. Oh, dare I say it's going to be the most perfect message. Considering what's come through for you, says Aries, you are the most sacred of all sacred artworks. You are bringing yourself to life now, and this is how it must be. Of course, something being essential doesn't mean it will always be easy. You must support yourself and have courage during this process. Your monkey mind is not to run the show. It might have a lot to say and at times can be very convincing, but it's not the one in charge. Your mind can inspire you with ideas. However, the real you speaks through your rebellious sacred heart and is living your life, not the monkey mind. The mind is not much more than a swirling cacophony of habitual reactions. And beneath those habitual thoughts, there is a deep, sensual, creative and energetic awakening happening to you. It is far beyond what the mind is capable of controlling. Others might not like it because it shakes things up. Coming to life tends to do that. However, it's happening now, and the only real choice you have is how to deal with it. Coming to life means feeling. It may bring you joy, but could equally bring sadness, rage, or fear. Could bring all of these and more. Feelings will come and go quite swiftly when allowed to flow. You might need to paint, to write, to enact ritual, to sing or dance your feelings out to help the energy flow. Don't hold back, create the space for yourself to do that. In this process, you're uncovering the artistry of the universal creator, and you're honoring the sacredness of life by exploring it without restraint, and that includes the flow of your feelings. You don't have to do anything with them other than to express. You might want to analyze, you may not, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you're getting in touch with your feelings and allowing yourself to access your intuition, your creative inspiration, and your genuine internal guidance. And these aspects all flow from the same place and are often couched within your feelings in the form of emotions as well as physical sensations. And the journey beneath the mind and into the sensual emotional connection with your feelings, your emotions and body is for sacred purpose. It's part of your path. You are one of the sacred but powerful minority that have chosen to come into a body and live within it consciously. Might seem it applies to everyone, but when you experience it for yourself, you will realize it's actually rather rare. There are plenty of bodies without a spirit really residing within to care for, love and honor them as a sacred animal. Unfortunately, this minority is powerful enough that it can keep human culture in balance, but only just. We need every single one of us capable to be aware of the task and to move beyond the mind and into the body. And to come into your sensuality, you'll need to anchor your experiences. You may be blessed with relationships that are conscious enough to be interested in your journey and constructive versus controlling or undermining. If so, talk, converse, share. If not, then you'll need to be more resourceful in how you support yourself during your awakening process, at least until you attract some more conscious connections in your life. It's likely these connections are already on their way to you because you're working with the energy of this oracle. It's also your own energy, yeah? And you can support your own process by scheduling time for yourself like you would keeping the most important date with destiny. So get writing in your journal, do your dances, paint your pictures, create your creations. Be kind to your body, listen to it and let it be alive. Even in times of pain, know that there will be ecstasy and bliss as the process of healing and awakening continues. And the message of this oracle is be alive, don't imagine you can go back to sleep. You're too awake for that now. There is no falling back into old ways. If you do so, it will be short-lived and it won't feel the same as it used to. You may grieve this, you will certainly eventually celebrate it. You've crossed the threshold from one way of being in an old life, and try as you might, you cannot return. It is better to let it go, grieve if you need to, celebrate if needs be, or do both, and move on in this moment. There is another adventure awaiting you. You need a deeper connection to your own instincts, your body, your feelings and intuition, so you can receive this new calling and you can trust in it too. Embrace it and it will embrace you. Oh, the most perfect message. There's a healing ritual here. You might want to listen and go and do it, yeah? It says, lie quietly, play some beautiful music that you love. Allow it to move through your body as though the sound is pure energy and your light is air. Let the sound feel good. Let your cells receive the sound energy. Feel the music rattle about in your body as if the sound is making your cells vibrate, and they are. Let there be life. Get up and move if you wish. If you have emotion arising with it, don't hold on to it. Let it rise and fall as it will. Be in this process for as long as it feels right for you. Feeling you've had enough indicates you've completed the healing process. In this oracle, you may wish to repeat this exercise daily for several weeks. If so, choose music that feels right for you each time. You can see the difference this healing process has on your well-being, your energy levels, and the ease in which you access your intuition and feelings. And note the clarity of that which you perceive. You might be surprised at what a little music therapy consciously received can do for you. Great guidance. If you want to take that further, tap into the guided meditation playlist on my channel. Yeah, I'll link it in here. There's some amazing ones in there. I would suggest you do some that cut cords and ties, attachments to the past that's coming through. Some to do with your heart chakra. Yeah, would be really good. All right, my darlings, those are your messages. Some beautiful abundance coming your way. Gorgeous love. You've got to open your door to that. Certainly personal healing on an emotional level as well as a physical level. Brand new beginnings happening. Embrace them, darling. Embrace them. All right, so blessed you're in the VIP members area. Take it easy for now. Much love, much light. Namaste.